Kenny. That's how I wanted this morning to start. Oh, yeah. I'm Reverend Cece Coltrane. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living, Greater Dayton. If this is your first time here, we especially welcome you and thank you for spending your Sunday morning with us. And if you will just fill out that little tear-off strip on your program with your contact information, we would like to send you a thank you for being here today. That's all we will do. We won't harass you with emails or phone calls or anything else. You can drop that little strip off at the Welcome Center after service or just put it in the offering basket when it comes around. And welcome to you if you're watching us on Facebook. Thanks for joining us this morning, and it's probably warm and comfy where you are in your pajamas. Just kidding. You know, we have a mission here and a vision, and the vision is transformed people transforming the world. And our mission, therefore, is to be a community of love that supports that kind of deep transformation. Because we really believe, you know, who's going to do it except us? We are the ones that were transformed so we can transform our world. And so this morning, Lenza Smith will be giving our reading and invocation. Our vigil holders, Lana Mayhew and Lenza and Michael Morrison, will offer our interfaith candle lighting. And today the kids are with Carol.
Yay, Carol!
Yay, Carol! And Carol has a cast on her arm, so look out. Be nice to her. She might whack you with her cast. No, I'm kidding. It would never happen. Never happen. Carol is a blossom of joy and light and kindness, so thank you. So let's just say a little blessing for what goes on in the youth program today, because I know that these beautiful children are such clear lights for the life and love of God, that they inspire us to be more clear and more expressive of that life and that light and that love. And so we just bless them, knowing that everything that happens today is good, grows us all, and is very good. And so it is.
And so it is.
Thank you, Carol. So we hope you will stay around for our annual meeting, which is shortly after service today. We would love your presence and participation, and it won't take very long. We try to keep it, we give you a written report, and we try to keep it brief, and there is food and goodies in the social hall afterwards, because it's also birthday Sunday. So let's take a minute and acknowledge the February birthdays. Tracy Henderson, Chris Foker, Carl Tao, Gail Tallheimer, Andy Ganan, I always say that wrong, Kim Smith, Ann Stroud, she's in Florida, but we'll celebrate her anyway, Mary Emerson, Melissa McGurk, Alex Snow, Gary Benbow, Aliyah Cavett, and Dan Bertolo. Happy birthday, February babies! So yeah, let's all get together for a birthday treat after we finish up here. And next Sunday, March 1, you will hear from Reverend Erin Marie Zamansky. She came to us from somewhere in Washington State. I cannot remember where, but she's a wonderful, wonderful minister. She's currently finishing up her training as a nurse practitioner in Columbus, but she will be here with you next Sunday, because that's when I start my sabbatical. I'm going off to rest and be a caretaker for my husband, and I'll see you in a couple of months after today. So following that service next Sunday, Soup for the Soul and the peer-directed discussion group about the February topics will also happen in the social hall. It's normally the last Sunday of the month. Because of the annual meeting, they bumped it off a month, and so it will be March 1st. And please take a look in your bulletin for all the great stuff that's happening. Coming up in April is a phenomenal retreat at Shawnee State Park Lodge. It is amazing. You can ask Teresa or Andy if you don't believe me. It's really, it's going to be wonderful. The deadline for early bird registration has been extended to the end of February, so you got another week to sign up. And don't miss any of the other wonderful things that are coming up. We would love to make sure that you take advantage of all of the events that you want to. So there's a lot in your calendar section and in your bulletin inserts about all that. So right now, Jean Tao has a message. Come on up here, Jean. about something really good coming up.
Yay.
I don't have a microphone, and I don't usually speak in public.
Then you're
so
gonna
I'll
have to
make this
speak
short.
loud.
Can you hear me?
Take the mic, Gene. Take the mic, woman.
Good morning, my name's Jean Tao, and I'm on the committee for formerly Cooking with God. We're kicking it off a little late this year, but we're going to try to come up with a new name that is more descriptive and more encompassing all the opportunities for fun and fundraising at our center.
She didn't like the word cooking because she thought it might put some people off who don't cook. You don't have to cook to have an event.
Some of us like to cook. We would like to honor Ann Culkins and Denise Klein, now retired, who chaired the committee for many years. Who worked with our church secretary, who's very good at fundraising. And Carl and I have had so much fun doing the events and going to the events. And so I have notes. And so we want to explain a little bit what it's about, hosting events and then also attending. And it's a very important fundraiser for the center. So understanding how it works, where am I? So there's an insert in your bulletin that explains it clearly. And what it is, as a host, if you decide to have an event, you will decide where to have it, what your event will be, how many people will come, and what you donate to the food or the service is your donation that goes toward the center. In other words, you spend the money and then you have the event. And then those who buy tickets pay the church, and that's where the funds come to the center. And so we have had so much fun in the last few years, 10 years in fact. We've celebrated 10 years. So you'll see in your bulletin there's a better explanation than I'm giving you. So as an example, if you're holding a craft making event, you would supply the craft materials and the food and the place to have it. And then people would buy a ticket and the money would go to the center. So we will be having a brainstorming session for anybody who wants to attend and discuss an understanding and have questions about having an event or what it's about on March, I lost it, 22nd.
Nope, March 8th.
Or no,
8th.
8th, I'm sorry, here at the center in the adult classroom on March 8th after service. And that way we can discuss what kind of events you might want, questions about it, understanding, and even meeting someone you might want to co-host with. And then our new deadlines were coming up here were to submit your event by Sunday the 22nd. And there'll be forms for that, so you can submit them in the basket or on the Welcome Center. So much for following my notes. So our first event will be scheduled starting May 15th. And you can schedule them all the way through December 30th. So there'll be a broad spectrum of timing for having all kinds of fun things to do. And if anybody would like to participate on the committee, you are welcome to speak with myself or Clara. And many opportunities to help sell tickets and even come up with a new name, which is included in the bulletin today. We came up with some fun ideas, but we'd love your input as far as a new name and a new face for our event. So thank you very much, and you can contact either one of us if you have questions. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll tell you what, if you get a chance, you should go to one of Jean's full moon teas. They are wonderful. Every event at their house is wonderful. The first one I ever went to, I think, was at your house, and we canoed down to Stillwater, and everything she served for lunch was canoe-shaped. I swear. She had canoe-shaped zucchini boats and canoe-shaped desserts, and it was amazing. It was a fabulous event. She's very, very, very imaginative and they're a great host and hostess.
Now you've scared everybody.
You can just get some gummy bears and Diet Coke and you'll be there. You'll be there because it's really about the fun. It's a fundraiser. And you don't have to cook anything, honest. We've had chocolate tastings and wine pairings and beer flights and all sorts of stuff. So whatever excites you, and we'll get a group of people together to have fun together. That's what it's really all about. And now I'd like to ask Reverend Catherine to come up because we have some new members to welcome.
One of the great honors I get to do as a minister is to welcome our new members. So I would like to call forth, please, Kathleen Atkinson, Maurice Peck, Gage Michael Sturgill. Please come.
Come on up.
Yeah.
I forgot to sign your cards. I'll get them to you. It's been one of those days. Let me give you a hug first.
So one of the most satisfying human experiences is to become awake and aware of one's own spiritual development. This awareness opens up for more of the divine potential that is already within us to be expressed through us. Choosing to commit to membership is in this spiritual community. We unify ourselves with love, vision, and high purpose of Centers for Spiritual Living Greater Dayton. There are those among us who at this time in their spiritual journey desire to be members of this spiritual community. They have chosen to participate, support, and align themselves with this community by joining as members. There is not a center and its members. There is only a center as its members. In choosing to be a member, you have consciously and intentionally made yourselves available to the vital and to the whole, and you are an integral part in the life of this spiritual community and its teaching. In stepping into this membership, you have made a commitment to your spiritual path and to sharing it with others. As you enter into membership in thought, word, purpose, and action, you are making a public declaration of your belief in the universal principles of this New Thought Center. This also is an inward commitment to yourself, this teaching, this spiritual community, and truly all of humanity. As you practice these principles in your life, you are participating in the transformation of consciousness and upholding a center that honors all paths to God. So do you, new members, do you agree to practice the principles of science and mind and spirit to the best of your ability? If so, please say yes.
Yes.
Do you agree to participate in the life and support of this center? If so, please say yes.
Yes.
Community. Do you accept these new members and agree to support them in their membership? If so, please say yes.
Yes.
As your staff minister and the director of the Welcome Ministry, on behalf of this community, I am grateful and lovingly receive each one of you as members of this community. Welcome. Thank you.
Welcome, welcome, and thank you all. We love you. Let's see, here I am. That's it. Now we're gonna go back to the band for some more music. This is a great song called Put It There.